Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and kind of got to this a little bit late. What time is it now? 4:45? Dear God. Okay, so the cool part is this is the final episode, and finally Black Bolt. More like, and finally it's over. Look, the costumes at the end were cool. The upgrade to Medusa and Anson Mount, Black Bolt's costume, spot on. You can see how and why Maximus would go mad at the end. Still doesn't have his powers. There were so many things that were done purely for the sake of budget cutting that like having her hair gone the entire season except for that first half hour of the first episode, having him have no powers, Maximus having Black Bolt, the only thing he could do is make a loud noise, which of course he only does twice the entire season. And it doesn't even show that strong. Again, we've seen, if you've read the comic books, you've seen Black Bolt go toe to toe against the Thing and win. You've seen him go toe to toe with the Hulk and almost win. You've seen him go toe to toe with Marvel's absolute heaviest hitters, and he's good. He's golden. Here, do you really think this guy's going to go against any? I mean, like, do you even think that he's going to be able to beat Captain America? You know what I'm saying? If he had to. I mean, like, just. This was not good. This was so not good. And I don't even know what else to say about it. It could have been so much better. I'm glad that there was no Agents of S.h.i.e.L.D. appearance at the end, because now Agents of S.h.i.e.L.D. can just literally act like this never happened. Be like, oh, hey, you know the stuff that we already shot where they meet up with it? Yeah, no. Nix that. Make the episode shorter if you gotta. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was just nothing good that came out of this series, except, honestly, in my opinion, I can't wait to see. I'm happy that Black Bolt was played by a fantastic character, and the same thing with Medusa. They were both played by fantastic actors. But aside from that, they still weren't represented right because there was no budget. There was just nothing. This should never have been made. This should never have been made. And the editors, even when they saw that, should have immediately like, Mr. Feige, yeah, this sucks. I don't think Feige's actually in charge of the TV portion of the MCU. Whoever is though, they should have been like, listen, this sucks. This whole thing needs to be reshot. This is horrible. This is absolutely terrible. Spent more on editing, anything. They could have spent more on anything, for crying out loud. Gotten better actors. Even at the end, just little stuff like at the end. You remember those two girls who were always sitting? Yeah, there's these. They're there in the football field afterwards. Blah. They're there in the football field afterwards, and they're like, "Hey, we're here. Yeah, we're standing. Look." And it's like, wait, there's not six of them or something like that. So you're telling me that it wasn't six girls taking two by two by two shifts every single day, right? No. What you're telling me is this was literally two girls who were sitting there just in a bowing position the entire time. That's it. That's it. Ah, oh my God. On top of that, this episode more than anything else showed that they only had like four sets, maybe five. They had the throne room. They had the downstairs thing where those two girls were sitting. They call it the control room sometimes. They call it the Terrigenesis room, whatever. They got that storage locker at the end where, the all the food and rations are, using clearly cheap shelving from Walmart. I've seen it. I've been to the stores myself. And then you have the hallway, which they use so many times, is ridiculous. They also had the silent room. All right, well, I'll throw in the silent room in there, and whatever that outside thing is that they would address people at, where they were always having the cameras face up. Man, like, just what a horrible penny pinching show this was. So terrible, so damn terrible. I see a show like The Gifted, and I mean, sometimes there's acting on there that isn't very good, you know? But here it's just so much more noticeable when, I swear, they had 20 IMAX cameras to play with. I'm telling you, with my iPhone, I don't think I could have done a whole lot worse. I'm just going to put that out there. And I bet, everybody's got YouTube. You know what I'm saying? You're watching this, you got YouTube. You're telling me that I can't go on YouTube right now and find stuff that's better? Because I'll bet you I can. stuff that is shot better, stuff that is acted better. Just look at Bat in the Sun. For a simple example, look at Bat in the Sun with the whole superpower beatdown stuff. So much better stuff out there than this. This show was so utterly disappointing. I'm sad that Serinda Swan had to cut her hair for this. She probably thought, this is going to be great. I mean, it's a Marvel property. They're never bad, right? Sorry, this was bad. This was just so bad. And now I've seen every single episode. There's nothing holding me back. Triton should have been great. If they all they had to do was put that little mouth thing. And I've seen those things before. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about here. I don't know about Canada. I don't know about the U.S. But when I was over in Saudi Arabia, there were people who they'd actually train. They do like, and they'd have this mask rebreather thing on there, which it just made it harder for them to breathe. So it felt like they were at a higher altitude, like a what do you call, like on top of a mountain, so that you could work on your breathing exercises, so you'd wind up getting a bigger pair of lungs, and a wider chest and all that stuff. I mean, they actually had things that they were using like that over there. I imagine they're used in other places too. And it looked almost exactly like the thing, from the comic books. Just put over top of his mouth and, hey, get a good look at what he looks like. Go down below in the description and see Comic Book University, all of my explained in a minutes for the characters. This was just so sad. This was so sad. I can't wait for Agents of S.h.i.e.L.D. to come on. So now I can watch Agents of S.h.i.e.L.D. and Gifted. Because they went in space, for crying out loud. They went in space. They clearly went in space because they were going to be like, hey, we just saw some stuff on the moon. Let's go see what's up there, Nope. They should go up there and be like, yeah, we saw something, but it sucks, so we're just going to go back. Anyway, this was just so bad. I'm so disappointed in this show. I'm disappointed that Marvel decided to put it out. There's been times when I've done reshoots for comic book reviews. Guys, I'm going to say that again for effect, okay? For a lousy comic book review, I've done reshoots. Why? Because I didn't feel like my flow was good enough. I felt like I was saying too much, with the cognitive dissonances. I felt like there was just something wrong with the show. Maybe I'd just stutter on something, or I'd forget a character's name. I do that. I can't tell you how many times I've forgotten Catwoman, and I would say Black Cat instead. Clearly a big difference, if you know. So, yeah, there's been a lot of times when I've messed up on something, and I'll do a reshoot for something as simple as a comic book review. And here you're talking about a Marvel property, a television series, which clearly should have taken off and been something absolutely amazing. And yet, no. Nope. So, guys, I can't say that anything good really came out of this TV show, and that's a shame. So, that's my opinion on the whole thing, and I'm out. I don't know what else to say about this. So, guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, thanks for watching. Class dismissed.